Okay, so today we're going to be looking at how plants make food. And this is a little interactive, and if you click on the link here, it will take you to this little page from DK Learning. And so how plants make food. It says plants, like all living things, need food to survive. Plants make their food using a process called photosynthesis, which means put together through light. So putting together through light, that's what that word photosynthesis means. During photosynthesis, a plant traps energy from sunlight with its leaves. It also takes up water from its roots and carbon dioxide from the air. The plant uses the sun's energy to convert water and carbon dioxide into a sugary substance called glucose. The plant uses the glucose as a food to help it stay alive and grow. So here it shows the sunlight coming into the plants, and I'm going to click on sunlight, and it says the plant's leaves trap sunlight. Plants need this light to stay alive and grow. And then over here we have glucose. Let's click on that. It says glucose is the sugary food that the plant produces during photosynthesis. It uses this to stay alive and to grow. The glucose is carried from the leaves to other parts of the plant. And that's why if you take a plant and you take away the sunlight from it, eventually it dies because it's not getting that glucose. It's not getting the sun energy to help it do photosynthesis, which helps it give glucose, which helps the plant to grow. Okay, let's click over here. We have the leaf. Plants use their leaves to make food. The plant's leaves act like solar panels, soaking up the sun's energy. The leaves contain green pigment, and the pigment is a colored chemical called chlorophyll, which is essential in this process. So the chlorophyll in the plant is what helps. That's part of the photosynthesis process. Over here we have water evaporates. So some water escapes or evaporates from the leaves. This makes the plant suck more water up from its roots, like someone sucking on a straw. So the water evaporates from the leaf, and then that makes it, so again, this is that cycle. Here it shows, let's look at the blue arrow. Oh no, that's just showing the water coming up from the root here. I gotta come down here. So let's come all the way to the bottom. So it says water is absorbed. The roots suck up water and other nutrients from the soil. The water rises. Water rises up through the stem. It carries nutrients that keep the plant healthy. Water also keeps the whole plant firm and upright. Without enough water, the plant goes floppy or wilts. And then carbon dioxide. The leaf absorbs carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. And here's what we talked about earlier. One of the byproducts, again, these are the things going in, and then the things coming out, oxygen. During photosynthesis, oxygen is created. It escapes from the leaves and enters the air. Animals need oxygen to live. Okay, so I think we finished that. Let's take the plants quiz. Here we go. Do you have a green thumb? Let's see if we can start the quiz. Oh, this is one we haven't actually done, but how can you tell the age of most trees? Does anybody know? By counting the rings on the trunk. Which of these is a non-flowering plant? A fern, oak tree, dandelion. I'm going to go with a fern. What is chocolate made from? Cocoa beans. Thank you. What is a deciduous plant? Oh, let's see. A deciduous plant is one that loses its leaves, I believe. Yes. Which of these plants spread their seeds on water? Water lilies. What are the male parts of a flower called? They are called the stamen. What are leaves for? To soak up the sun's energy and convert it to food. What is an annual plant? It says when that germinates flowers, seeds, and dies every 2 years. When it loses its leaf in the winter, dies in a year. Yeah, it dies in a year. It's an annual. Which of these is a flowering plant? Oh my, I'm going to go with an oak tree. Where did a plant get water from? How does a plant get water from the soil? Through its roots. Dun, dun, dun. No, I did it. Okay. So that's it for today. Go back and do the questions on the slide. Thank you.